It's a battle of unbeatens tonight on KDSJ-TV. We're live from the Sader Dome in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. It's number 4 in Class A, undefeated 10-0 Mahpiya Luta going up against and hosting undefeated in Class AA 6-0 the Spearfish Spartans. Good evening from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Clayson Davis in the top row of the Sader Dome, and what will be a capacity crowd tonight for a battle of unbeatens and what could be a deciding factor at the end of the season for the Black Hills Conference title. Mahpiya Luta comes in 10-0 record after putting the entire state on notice after a fast start to their 2025-26 campaign, scoring over 100 points multiple times, and again, possibly leading the team in leading the state in scoring with an average clip of 77.5 points a contest. Spearfish, though, they have not blinked. They have dominated their first 6 opponents, beating all teams by more than multiple possessions. And this is, though, their first big test of the season, as it's the first time they're playing someone with a winning record. It's our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Jake's Collision Repair and Spearfish, the Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off exit 32 Junction Avenue in Sturgis. Again, our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools in the Black Hills and in Northeast Wyoming. As both teams warm up, we'll take a break, come back, and lay the foundation with head coach Ben Schultz of the Spearfish Spartans as he previews this contest, as it is a inter-class top 5 battle tonight from the Sader Dome in Pine Ridge. Ben Schultz joining us next with our pregame show on KDSJ Sports.
World of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
Back with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off between the Spartans and the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders. Head coach Ben Schultz joins us here with KDSJ Sports. Coach, briefly recapping the Hot Springs game. I know we met in the post-game session from Tuesday night, but you guys held Hot Springs way underneath their scoring margin. You guys really knocked off the rust after the long break. What were you most impressed with your basketball team having a dominant win over a Black Hills Conference opponent?
I thought our defense was a highlight. We guarded the three-point line really well, protected the rim really well, rebounded at a high level, and those are things that we've been doing consistently all season. Those are things that we need to continue to do, especially when we have tougher competition, especially the stretch coming up with Mahpiya Luta, STM Tuesday, and then Rapid City Central. So we're definitely going to be tested, and we're going to need to lean on our defense at times.
And talking a little bit more about that defense, as you went from keeping Hot Springs well underneath their scoring margin, again, only 17 points, to now playing a red-hot offensive Mahpiya Luta squad that has scored over 100 points multiple times this season and averaging over 70 a contest.
Yeah, I mean, they can shoot it in, and they're playing with a ton of confidence right now, as they should be. They're a really good team, and heading down to Pine Ridge, it's going to be an awesome environment to play in. They support their basketball teams really well down there, and it'll be a really tough contest, and we're treating it like a Black Hills Conference championship game because it very well could be. Right now, I think at the top, it's us, Mahpiya Luta, and STM, so we're kind of treating this stretch as a conference tournament.
This is going to be the first team that you guys have faced this season with a winning record. Is there much of a mindset change, or how do you think the kids are taking the pressure of now playing not only an undefeated squad, a squad with a winning record, and a number by their name with being ranked in the top 5 in Class A?
Yeah, I mean, we don't put a lot of stock into the rankings. It's done by a lot of media that, quite frankly, doesn't watch everyone. So they kind of just gauge it off a record, and that's the rank. The same with our rank as their rank, where, is it truly where we're at? I don't know. But as far as like the challenge, our guys are excited for it. We're ready to be tested. We're ready to have a tough game. And we talked about last year being in this position with Rapid City Christian. We weren't ready for that intensity, and I think these boys are ready to be tested and challenged and excited for the opportunity. As
head coach Ben Schultz joins us on KDSJ Sports, everyone healthy after the Hot Springs contest?
Yep, everyone's healthy. Ready to go. No, nothing to report.
Now let's dive into your opponent tonight, the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, scoring roughly around 77, 75 points a game, have scored over 100 points as well this season, multiple times. You haven't quite seen an offense like this season, Coach, and talk about what they do well offensively that makes them so dangerous to stop.
Yeah, I mean, they'll come in with a lot of pace, and they don't wait around for the shot clock to get in to take a shot. If we can guard at a high level and force them into quick shots and hold them to one shot of possession, I think we'll compete very well. Play like 9 guys, all of them can come in and shoot and hurt you in different ways. They have some nice size and athleticism. They have some up and coming stars, and they have some current upperclassmen that are established. So it's a good mix of established veteran talent and up and coming young players. It looks like on film that they really crash the boards hard, and those missed shots that they end up having, they oftentimes get offensive rebounds and another wide open look. So we got to make sure that we are finding our guys on the glass, and we need all 5 contributing there. They run a press, they run a 2-3 zone. I'm not sure how, usually in years past, they've come out and kind of give us different looks than what they've had on film. So, we're anticipating some 2-3, some man, some full court press. They also like to leak out and transition offensively, where, if they secure the rebound, they got, 2-3 guys sprinting down court. So we got to make sure that we're really good in transition and that we're communicating at a high level.
And Coach, finally, what are your keys to a win versus Mahpiya Luta?
We have to rebound first and foremost. I mean, that's one of the most important things in basketball, where if we can hold them to one shot of possession, I think that's going to be very vital. Offensively, we have to play our game, our pace, not getting necessarily into a track meet. We got to push for pressure, not push for a quick shot. As long as we're hunting for great shots offensively, as long as we're getting into the paint with toughness and balance, I think we will be able to score. It's just a matter of, can we keep them to one shot of possession, and can we make it tough on them to force them into early contested, low percentage shots.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for joining us on KDSJ Sports. Good luck in tonight's matchup.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is head coach Ben Schultz of the Spearfish boys basketball team joining us with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off. It is a top 5 interclass matchup in the Black Hills Conference at number 4 in Class AA Spearfish going against number 4 in Class A Mahpiya Luta. Tip-off coming up next on KDSJ Sports. Back with our Jake's Collision Repair.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
And welcome back to the Sater Dome for tonight's second game in tonight's doubleheader. It's a battle of unbeatens between 10-0, number 4 in Class A, Mahpiya Luta, and 6-0, number 4 in Class AA, the Spearfish Spartans. Again, let's recognize tonight's officials. They are Law on the Court, being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. They will be the ones in the black and white tonight. And here in a few moments, we'll have tip-off right here on KDSJ-TV. Clayson Davis from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. The girls' game earlier today, Mahpiya Luta, the Lady Crusaders, able to get the best of the Spartans. Final score of 43-11. Low-scoring affair by both teams. And let's go ahead and send it over to our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups. Let our family care for your family in a battle of unbeatens. We'll start off with the Spearfish Spartans. Bennett Corton is a senior guard at 5'11", wearing number 0, 9.8 points a contest. That is, and also 2.2 steals a game. That's 6th best in Class AA. Cameron Davis is a senior guard at 6'2", wearing number 2. 12.4 points a contest, 22nd best in the class, and 5.8 rebounds a game as well in the top 20. Mason Southern, he is the point guard for the Spartans. Nice surprise for Spearfish, leading Class AA in assists per game at 6.6. He is a junior guard at 5'8", wearing at number 10. Cade Vavruska, he's done it all for the Spartans. He is a junior forward at 6'3", wearing the lucky 23. 15 points a game, 7.2 rebounds a game, both of them top 10 in the class. Also, almost two blocks a game. That's 5th best in the class as well. And finally, the big man, the trash man in the middle, that's Cooper Gibbs, a senior forward at 6'3", wearing number 25, 6.2 rebounds a game. That is top 20 in Class AA. For a head coach, Ben Schultz in his 4th season, Spearfish 64 points a game, allowing 38 points a contest, only gave up 16 to the Hot Springs Bison on Tuesday. Now for your Mahpiya Luta Crusaders, 10-0 on the season. This is how they will start. Number 1, Memphis Brewers, a sophomore guard at 6 feet tall, 9.6 points a contest for Coach Christian McGee. Oakday Spotted Eagles, a sophomore forward at 6'3", 8.1 points a contest, 5.3 rebounds as well. Braylon Little, a senior guard at 6'1", 10.2 points a contest for Mahpiya Luta, wearing number 3. Braden Lunderman, 8.1 points a contest. He's a freshman guard at 5'10". Again, the freshman for this team has been utterly outstanding, including number 11, Riley Brave, a freshman guard, 6 feet tall, wearing number 11, 13.3 points a contest to lead the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders in scoring. Crusaders coached by Christian McGee, and we are just moments away from tip-off. First team that the Spartans have faced with a winning record. We look at the series history between these two teams. It's been mainly Mahpiya Luta. Though Spearfish has won 3 straight. Before that, Mahpiya Luta owned the series, winning 8 straight. Last year, Spearfish won at home 70-40. The last Crusader win was right here back in 2022 with an instant thriller, 71-70 in the Black Hills Conference. Don't know how long, how many more times these teams will play. They go up and down the court. If I can't get all the stats, I apologize, because both these teams love to run. Vavruska, Spotted Eagle to tip things off in this undefeated matchup. Tip is up, won by Spotted Eagle, controlled by Gibbs, and we are off tonight from the Sater Dome in Pine Ridge. 2-3 defense from the already 2 points up by Spearfish. Before I even get that done, that is Cade Vavruska. So now to the Crusaders. I like what head coach Ben Schultz said in our pregame show. They do not wait for the shot clock to turn off. As through the lane, reverse layup. They wanted to go underneath to Spotted Eagle, but the turnover as not quite there was Brandon Lunderman. Mason Southern, 6.6 assists a game. See if he can pick another one up here. Again, 2-3 defense, cross-court shot. Pass that is, now over to Cam Davis on the elbow. Davis top key Southern. Southern outside to Corton. Corton over to Davis. Davis inside short corner. Vavruska goes baseline, dips it off over to Southern. Southern drives through the lane. Nice find inside to Vavruska. And that's twice now that Cade Vavruska has got behind the Crusader defense. And he's got all 4 of Spearfish's points. Spotted Eagle top the key, man defense from the Spartans. As now Brewer hands off Spotted Eagle. Spotted Eagle through the lane, back out to Little. Little guarded by Corton. Little going through the lane, corner now. Spotted Eagle didn't like the 3, will drive in, step back out, wants to find a shot. 6 seconds left to go. Ball that's thrown over to Little. Little through the lane will put up a Euro step. Foul, gets the bucket. Folks, that's why he leads the team in scoring for Mahpiya Luta, averaging 13.3 points a game with the shot clock about to run off too. The freshman, Riley Brave, able to get his way to the rim, and he will convert on the 3-point play. So Mahpiya Luta will not press. They will instead just go back out to the 2-3 zone defense. Southern over to Davis. Davis inside to Gibbs. Gibbs wanting to get over to Cade Vavruska, but Mahpiya Luta was not going to let that happen 3 times in a row. Little up to Spotted Eagle now in the corner. Up top, that is Riley Brave, the freshman. Brave guarded by Southern. Brave now into the corner. Brewer back up top, Spotted Eagle, back to Brave. He's getting the attention of Mason Southern. Inside, they wanted to go to Brewer, and we got a jump ball on the ground between Braylon Little with the white headband and Corton. And Corton, you know, looked like he might have got hit in the not so great area to get hit in area. Use your imagination from there, folks. Spotted Eagle backing down Gibbs. Now pop back outside the Brave. Brave handoff, Lundgren. Lundgren trying to find some move on Southern, and Southern, will the foul be called? No, it's a shot clock violation. Safe to say that doesn't happen very often for Mahpiya Luta. Again, they have scored 100 points, 103 versus Bennett County in the win, 100 the very next game versus Little Wound, and then just a few games ago versus Lakota Tech, they dropped 98 on the Tatanka. Right now they trail by 1. It's 3-4 in the battle of unbeatens. Southern swung around to Davis. Davis top the key. The Spearfish will just go over to Davis. What a dunk! Spearfish was attracting from the back end, and then Davis the lob, and then the jam right behind the defense. Well, that's a way to get his first 2 points. Davis with the dunk inside. The roll by Mahpiya Luta is no good. Spearfish now over to Corton. Must be feeling better after hitting Nards outside. Corner 3, Cam Davis a little bit long, no good. And Lundgren with the rebound, and Lundgren will run. Lundgren quickly up, and he will lose his footing, and he's down on the ground, and that knee did not look like it was supposed to bend that way. Davis will get it over to Southern. Lundgren's up on his feet, over to the corner to Corton. Corton baseline, inside Gibbs. Gibbs stripped out of there by Spotted Eagle. Up floor, Little. Little did not like the 3 over by Brewer. Up top, and that's Brave. Brave wants a screen. Brave wants another screen. He wants to get someone off Southern. Brave step back, doesn't quite have it. He wants to do something on Southern. Now over to Spotted Eagle. Spotted Eagle wants to back up Gibbs. Here's a 3 from the elbow, no good. Rebound controlled by Corton. So aside from the and 1, nothing really much on offense for Mahpiya Luta. Where's that lob to Davis? That was kind of cool. As now Southern goes through the lane, short 15-foot jumper hits Pater. So Southern, his first 2 points. It's now 8-3 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Nice move put on by Brave, but it was not there. Quickly up floor after the rebound by Vavruska. Southern has his pocket picked over to Gibbs, battle on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Spotted Eagle. Quickly up floor is Brave, the freshman, over to Brewer. Brewer, elbow three, front iron, no good. Just right now, the 3 ball's not falling for Mahpiya Luta. Corton through the lane, and a foul going to be on the floor by Braylon Little. You already know what replay I'm trying to find. Not that one. Let's take a look at that lob again. That was freaking cool. It's the lob, nice double screen by Gibbs and Gibbs and Vavruska. 8-3 as now a few more subs. Ashar Hodge is in for the Spartans, as well as Carson Sire, and a few more subs for Mahpiya Luta as well, including Jesse Carlo. Vavruska goes to the corner. Vavruska puts up a shot and an offensive foul. Good defense from Fernando Monolo. Able to set his feet and draw the offensive foul on Cade Vavruska. And now can Mahpiya Luta find some points? Other than the and one by Riley Brave, it's been nothing else. Pick and roll action and a foul on Bennett Corton as, excuse me, that was Christian Jack, not Monolo. So Jack, the one with the roll toward the lane, and he also had the charge forced by Vavruska. Little, outside. That is Carlo, Jesse Carlo. Wants to go through the lane, outside. Here's an elbow three off rim, no good, but rebound by Jack. Put back, no good, and now Sire gets the rebound, and right now it's just a lid on the basket for the Crusaders. 2:33 left to go in the first quarter. Inside Hodges, he wanted to go inside to Vavruska again. That's been open a few times for the Spartans, but now Mahpiya Luta starting to figure out that they're going to have Vavruska behind that wing the entire night until they've done something, until they do something about it, and Mahpiya Luta is starting to figure it out. As now man defense again. Riley Little loses the ball momentarily, again going up against Mason Southern. Carlo, guarded by Davis, swung over to Jack, now in the corner inside. That's Monolu. Step back, now back over to Riley. Big Crow in the game as well. Riley wants to make a move, doesn't quite have it, wants to look backside. Riley has to go back outside to Jack. Jack on Ashar Hodges. Hodges with the defense back outside. Carlo by himself. Three-pointer off rim, no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Ashar Hodges as an over and back called on Christian Jack, the 6'7" junior forward. He establishes the size in the middle for Mahpiya Luta. Again, thank you for joining us here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to KDSJ-TV as well so you don't miss another live sports broadcast. Southern trying to get by the defense. Thomas Hughes in the game as well. Inside is Sire, and he wanted to go around the defense to Ashar Hodges, but the pass just a bit outside as he wanted to go to the corner with Hodges, and he missed. 1:38 left to go in quarter number one. 8-3 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Again, Mahpiya Luta could play as much as 9 guys. So 4 off the bench, one of the deepest teams in Class A, and Carlo flat beat his man to the basket. Jesse Carlo. His first 2 points, and now Mahpiya Luta within a point. Hodges, deep free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by Braylon Little back in the game. Braylon through the lane, puts up a layup, gets it, and no. A travel. Little thought he had the step, but our law on the court did not like it. And that is a travel. So a minute left to go in the game. In the quarter. Hughes Wanted to get it over to Southern. Carlo shot his shot and missed. Inside to Southern, but it's knocked out of there by Jack. Little quickly up the floor. Little taking himself. Floater, middle of the lane, no good. Rebound. Davis quickly up floor. Thomas Hughes. Hughes put on the Jets. Hughes goes up. It's blocked, and a foul called. As great hustle by Monaloo to get back. Monaloo, excuse me. And a foul called on Monaloo, and that will send Thomas Hughes to the free throw line. Hughes is one of the fastest athletes in all of South Dakota, and you can just see the speed from Mahpiya Luta tracking down Hughes step for step. Hughes' first free throw is good. 5-9 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, and Braden Lunderman back into the game for the Crusaders. Hughes, second shot off, no good. Rebound goes to Jack. Spartans tripping over one of themselves, and now 33 seconds left to go. Carlo will back out. Over to Jack. Jack over to Little. Little, elbow three, off rim, no good. And that three ball, they've shot it a few times, had a lot of open looks, just haven't been able to hit any yet. And now Southern will slow things down. And they'll get it to Davis. He had the big dunk moments ago, and Spearfish, other than one Hughes free throw, that's about it. Sire, three-point land, and he got it. Sire now up floor, three-pointer at the buzzer's no good. No foul called as well. Let's check that out, as Hughes did get some contact before he hit the ground. But a Sire three-pointer has pushed the lead 5-12 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Let's take a quick break. This game's got action, a lot more coming up, as it's 12-5, Spearfish leading Mahpiya Luta on the road. You're watching high school basketball on KDSJ Sports. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
So after a fast and furious first quarter, Spearfish leading Mahpiya Luta 12-5 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, live from the Seder Dome in in Pine Ridge. Underneath, reverse layup is good right away for Cooper Gibbs. And again, that Spearfish Spartan offense getting behind the Mahpiya Luta defense in that zone 2-3. Now can the Crusaders start any offense? They only had 2 players have baskets made in the first quarter, and they did not have any shot there from Oakday Spotted Eagle. Lundgren doing work on Davis. Sent Davis right on by. Vavruska can't get the block either. And Lunderman, with 2 points. 14-7. Southern, short jumper again, and it's good. He is automatic from that spot. Second hit jumper for Mason Southern in this game. So Spearfish pushes the lead back out, 16-7. As Little, right in front of Corton, banks open. Three-pointer by Braylon Little. His first 3 of the night, and now it's only a 2-possession lead for Spearfish. Southern inside Vavruska. Vavruska putting on a drive, puts up a shot off the glass, does not get the shooter's roll, no good. Rebound by Memphis Brewer. Now Brave. Brave wants to find a move, gets it over to Lunderman. Deep three by Brewer, off rim, no good. Rebound though, controlled by Davis. Man, Mahpiya Luta, they can shoot it from anywhere in the gym. They just have not been able to get those to hit. If they start hitting those threes, look out. Southern, corner, Davis did not want it. Corton back over to Southern. Southern will go baseline, over top the key. Corton, three-pointer, back rim, no good. Brewer with a rebound. Up floor to Little. Little crossover, step back, back over to Brave. Brave, other than the and one three-point play, has not done much. Spin move on Southern. Off the back rim, the floater's good. So that's the 5th point of the game for Riley Brave. It's now 16-12. Inside, Gibbs puts on a spin move, hook shot, off no good. Varvruska knocks it out of bounds. So the Spartans have had a few opportunities at points, just haven't been able to get any to go. Spearfish outscored Mahpiya Luta 12-5, and now Crusaders with 7 points. As outside, here's Brewer, three-pointer, there it is. Brewer puts it back to within 1. So now Spearfish, how do they respond? Crowd getting on their feet. Here's a floater by Southern, too strong. Rebound Brewer, Little. Quickly up the floor, puts up a step, and he will travel. Brewer wanted to put on the really turn on the gas, but did not quite have the steps right on the floater in the middle of the lane. So now here's Southern. Spearfish on a little bit of a cold streak. They scored 4 points right away, and that's about it. Outside, Southern. Southern, other side, elbow three. Cam Davis, too hard, no good. Rebound up floor, Lunderman. Lunderman wants to make a move on Davis, and the foul committed by Cam Davis. 15-16 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. In a battle of unbeatens, Mahpiya Luta 10-0 on the season, Spearfish 6-0. Both tied at the top of the Black Hills Conference along with St. Thomas More. Jack, top key, Brave. Brave hit a shot moments ago. Deep three by Brave, nothing but the bottom of the net. Mahpiya Luta takes their first lead of the game. Brave up to 5 points. This quarter, he's got 8 on the game. Here's Davis. Corton thought about the three. One to go on the inside roll to Carson Sire. Stolen away by Corton, and the layup's good. So it's the hustle by Bennett Corton that ties this game up at 18 apiece and his first bucket of the night. How do the Crusaders respond? They've started to find the offense the last few possessions, mainly because of that guy. Brave downtown, no good. Rebound goes to Davis. That freshman is talented for Mahpiya Luta. Southern top the key. Still that 2-3 defense inside Sire. Sire, floater, too short. And a rebound goes to Oakday Spotted Eagle. Lunderman crossing the timeline through the middle of the lane, outside to Brave. And now Brave wants a screen from someone. He's going to get it from Jack. A pick and roll to Jack, sends Southern flying into the wall, and the pick and roll's good. Spearfish tried to switch on the pick and roll, but it was one step too soon for Christian Jack, who's now got 2 points, and a timeout by Coach Ben Schultz. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more of this hotly contested high school basketball matchup right here on KDSJ-TV.
Your vehicle is more than just a ride. It's a part of your life. And Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram will get you road ready. From a multi-point inspection, brakes, batteries, and tires, the certified technicians in Junix Service Department will keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on West Jackson in Spearfish. Make eating better, easy.
After that, Coach Schultz timeout. Let's look at our matchup menu being brought to you by the South Dakota Beef Industry Council and Beef Logic. Right here on TV, undefeated Spearfish going up against undefeated Mahpiya Luta. Custer is at Sturgis. Brandon Valley is at Pierre. T Area pays a visit to Mitchell. Lee Deadwood at Rapid City Christian. And in RMAC basketball tonight, in the men's side, it's number 21 Blackgill State University in Grand Junction to take on Colorado Mesa. South Dakota Mines at Western Colorado. 2-point lead for Mahpiya Luta. As Davis over to Corton. Corton through the middle of the lane. Dump off to Hodges. Hodges, a shot too strong. Ashar battles for the rebound, gets it back, throws it back over to Corton. Corton through the lane, blocked by Jack. Rebound controlled by Mahpiya Luta. Quickly up floor, here come the Crusaders. One to go inside to Jack. Jack has it, and a foul by Carson Sire. As great hustle by Ashar, he had a chance to get the putback and start up the offense, but Jack read that floater by Bennett Corton from the start. So now to inbound, inside Carlo. Carlo takes 2 steps, high off the glass, no good. The rebound bounced to Davis. He has 6, let me see here, roughly 5.5 rebounds a game. Over to Corton. Corton, high pass over to Davis. Crowd stomping here, that's shaking the camera. Corton floater's no good. Jack with another rebound. Spartans have gone cold, now under 2 minutes left to go in the half. Our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show coming up next. We'll recap scoring, look at scores, and get ready to go for what could be an exciting third quarter, excuse me. Through the middle of the lane by himself, the layup wasn't there. Big Crow had all day in front of him, now over to Sire. Step back 3, didn't have it. Sire, dump off over to Hodges. Hodges didn't have it. Hook shot, does get the shooter's roll. So Ashar picks up his first 2 points of the game, and we're tied at 20. First quarter has been mainly controlled by Spearfish. The second quarter, though, Mahpiya Luta came back. Brave, float away. That is just hard to defend. Brave is having a day right now on the Spartans. He's got 7. Corton inside. Sire, back out, Davis, Hughes, 3, off rim, no good. Jack with a rebound. So Mahpiya Luta leading by 2. Here's Carlo. Wants to make a move on Davis. Carlo wants to find some room, does not have it. Shot goes outside, 3-pointer, off rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Davis. Over to Bennett Corton. Corton to Hughes. Hughes, back top the key to Corton. Corton goes through contact, now gets himself to some trouble. Floater, off the glass, good. So Spearfish has been able to get some points. The shot at the buzzer was no good. I just now realized it was getting to the end of the quarter, and you know what? If you like high school basketball and you like some of the top teams going up against one another, I hope you're happy. We are tied at 22 between 2 undefeateds ranked number 4 in their respective classes, and we've hit halftime. Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show coming up next right here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. Don't go away.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made-to-order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood, all with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
The Stadium Sports Grill is where sports fans meet in Spearfish. The Stadium is locally owned and operated, and they carry the NFL ticket, NBA package, college sports pack, and stream all BHSU and Spearfish Spartan sporting events. Their famous steak tips and hand-patted burgers will satisfy any sports fan. The Stadium is a full bar and grill, open daily for lunch at 11 a.m. and serving brunch on Sundays starting at 10. Plus, don't forget the scoreboard on Ryan Road next to Safeway. See you soon at the Stadium Sports Grill, Main Street, Spearfish.
Whatever the weather, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating keeps you in the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Fisher Sand and
Man, what a half of basketball, and we're still tied at 22 apiece. Welcome back to the Wolf's Plumbing and Heating halftime show, brought to you by Wolf's Plumbing and Heating in Spearfish. You can check them out at 605-642-5755. You can also visit their website at wolfph.com. Fireworks galore in half number one. Spearfish led after 12-5 in the first quarter before Mahpiya Luta stormed back with 17 points in the second quarter to take a 22-22 tie going into the locker rooms. Let's first start off scoring for Spearfish. Unofficially, 4 points for Bennett Corton, 4 for Cameron Davis, 4 for Mason Southern. 1 for Thomas Hughes, 4 for Cade Vavruska, 2 for Cooper Gibbs, 2 for Shar Hodges. Again, that is super unofficial. Trying to take stats while trying to run a scoreboard, while trying to run a camera, while again trying to run a mouth in this back and forth, up and down basketball game is enough of a juggling act itself. It might be single digits outside, but inside it is humid and it is very, very warm. There's fans using hats, programs, anything they could find for a fan to keep themselves cool. Meanwhile, scoring for Mahpiya Luta, they are led by Riley Brave with 10 points. He averages 13 a game. Well, he's a three-pointer away from hitting that average. Memphis Brewer had 3 points, as well as Braylon Little with 3. 2 points from Braden Lunderman, 2 points from Jesse Carlo, 2 points from Christian Jack. And that's how we have 22 points apiece, unofficially, right here on KDSJ-TV. Let's take another timeout, and we'll come back with our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard and see what else is going on across the state. And the second half inbounds as we're tied at 22 apiece right here on KDSJ Sports. Don't go away. Scores coming up next.
of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
It's back. The $9.95 Friday Steak Special returns to Deadwood at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. As you dine on delicious bites, watch the Gold Dust Casino action from a table overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 200 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. Then use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels located off Main Street, right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
In a land of clutter and chaos, the Container Queen has you covered. At False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, we've got premium containers and custom sheds fit for royalty. Whether you want to buy new or used, she can handle the delivery. High cube, side doors, double doors, you name it, she's got it. Visit fbccontainersandstorage.com or call today. False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage, home of the Container Queen.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
Back from the Seder Dome in Pine Ridge on the campus of Mahpiya Luta High School. We're tied at 22 apiece. Third quarter just about to start. Clayson Davis live from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. As let's take a look at our scoreboard being brought to you by Junix in Spearfish. At 644 West Jackson in Spearfish. You can give them a call at 605-644-7773 or see them at junix.com. Also, don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's broadcast, we will name a superior performer, courtesy of Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. You can also watch archived episodes of our From the Bench podcast on KDSJ-TV as well on our YouTube channel and Facebook Live. And you can also rewatch live sports broadcasts like this one for free on KDSJ-TV as well. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe, and if you're watching tonight, leave a comment where you're watching from. Like to see where everyone's tuning in on KDSJ-TV. Let's look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, shall we? In girls basketball action earlier tonight, Mahpiya Luta beating Spearfish 43-18. Next, Sturgis beating Custer in Black Hills Conference action 49-31. Mitchell over T area 59-50. Brandon Valley #1 in Class AA over Pierre 84-33. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Harrisburg 46-30. No score update from Douglas and Hot Springs. Class A basketball winner over Belfouche 44-39. In girls, it is Rapid City Christian over Lee Deadwood 87-26. It was #2 Lennox over West Central 55-28 tonight as well. Clark Willow Lake with a win over Aberdeen Roncalli 50-38 as well. In Class B basketball, Hemingford, Nebraska losing to Edgemont in overtime 56-52. In boys basketball action tonight, Sturgis leading Custer in the fourth quarter 54-24. Brandon Valley with a win over Pierre 56-38. Mitchell losing to T area in overtime 57-48. Class A basketball, Rapid City Christian leading Lee Deadwood 59-41 in the fourth quarter. Let me see what else we got here. Del Rapids with a big win over Madison 77-57. West Central with a win over Lennox 45-33 to stay undefeated. No score update yet from Crazy Horse and St. Francis. In Class B basketball, no score as well. As that's a look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Spearfish again averaging around 64 points per game, 45% from the floor, 4.4 blocks a game, 36 rebounds a game coming into this contest. Led after one, 12-22, but then were outscored by the Crusaders 17-10 in quarter number 2. Possession will start off with Mahpiya Luta. And buckle your seatbelts. Hope you got your favorite finger food to sit in front of your TV and watch high school basketball undefeated from the Slater Dome on a Thursday night. Mahpiya Luta now going from right to left. Here's a corner three to start the quarter. No good. Rebound. Bounce straight over to Brave. Brave short jumper. Floats in and good. So just like that, Riley Brave continuing to add to his outstanding performance. He now takes Mahpiya Luta up by 2. Corton to Vavruska in the corner, back to Corton. Corner three, off rim, no good. Even the Spearfish girls in the second half of their varsity matchup struggled to score on that side of the rim as well. As Brave goes back up top the key, and wanting to go for the three was Brewer, but Brewer picked up the pivot foot and traveled. Leading scorer for the game is Brave, Riley Brave, the 6-foot freshman guard. He'll be good to watch here in the next few years. He's got 12 points on the night, and Mahpiya Luta leads by 2. Davis goes inside to Gibbs, back out to Davis. Davis, here's an elbow three off rim, no good. Corton with the rebound. Gets it way back up top to Southern. Southern, he tries the three ball and he misses everything. Cooper Gibbs, though, with the rebound. Gets into trouble, back up top. Davis, Davis through the middle of the lane. Davis, floater through the lane, and it's good. Davis now up to 6 on his night, unofficially. Little top key, and Brave just simply lost it over to Southern. Southern layup no good. Put back by Corton is right there, and Spearfish retakes the lead 26-24. And that was just an unforced error by Riley Brave, just losing the ball. Brewer back to Brave. Everyone clears out. It's one-on-one versus Southern, and he'll hand off to Brewer. Brewer now, that is Lunderman. He will go outside to Brave. He thought about the three, will now drive in on Southern. Wants to go with the spin move through the lane. Floater, top the lane, no good. Quick pass over to Corton after the rebound by Vavruska. Corton through the lane. Floater rolls in and out, no good. Oakday Spotted Eagle with the rebound. Now Little, that goes off the foot of Lunderman, and a foul on Davis as Davis wanted to dive at the ball, and Braden Lunderman, the freshman, still had possession of it, so Davis will pick up his second foul, the first foul of this quarter. Mahpiya Luta trailing 26-24 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Lunderman with the ball. Top the key, one to set up a play. He'll get a screen from Spotted Eagle with the roll over to Brewer. Now back up top to Brave. Rolling through the lane was a Spotted Eagle into a double team, and Southern's right there to pick off the outlet. Up floor, Gibbs up floor with the left hand. The layup's good. And we'll have a timeout by head coach Christian McGee, the athletic director, teacher, and boys basketball coach for the Mahpiya Luta Crusaders. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back in 30 with more on KDSJ Sports.
For 20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience, and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
Welcome back to the Sater Dome. Let's take a look at this week's power polls quickly. Again, Spearfish number 4, followed by Huron, Sioux Falls, Lincoln with all first place votes, then Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, Harrisburg. Meanwhile, in Class A, Mahpiya Luta 4th after St. Thomas More lost last week. They dropped to 5. West Central number 1, followed by Sioux Falls Christian and Clark Willow Lake. After that, Coach McGee timeout. See what the Crusaders have in store as Lunderman back outside to Brave. 15 on the shot clock. Brave has taken over the game whenever Mahpiya Luta needed a point. Brave through the middle of the lane. Back door to Lunderman, and the dish off was not quite there. Corton quickly up floor. Corton puts up a shot, takes the contact, but Varuska with the trail, no good. Davis, though, gets the putback after the rebound. Davis putting in work this quarter. Spearfish now leads by 6. Here's a three-pointer on the elbow, off rim, no good. And Spearfish has done a much better job rebounding this quarter compared to quarter number 2. Southern dump off over to Corton, takes the contact, doesn't get the ball to roll. Quickly up floor, Brave can't quite track down the Hail Mary across, down the sideline, and it will stay with the Spartans as now a new crew of Crusaders coming into the game. Braylon Little stays on, but we have now Jesse Carlo. We have number 21, Fernando Monolo. Christian Jack, the 6'7" forward, and number 0, Tokia Big Crow. Spearfish done a good job scoring this quarter, mainly with putbacks and rebounds. Southern, here's a corner 3 off rim, no good. Rebound to Vavruska. Vavruska in a bit of traffic. He uses the window and gets 2 more for Cade Vavruska. So Cade with back-to-back putbacks, and now we have a shove on Vavruska. So Cade picks up his second team foul on Spearfish. Fast-moving third quarter, already now with 3:23 left to go in the quarter. And Carson Sire will replace his junior teammate, and Vavruska goes out. Those two made quite the pair in the wide receiver position this fall season on the hardwood. Vavruska led the Spartans in receiving, but Sire was a close second. Both of those also ran the defensive back position as well. Step back 3, no good, but the rebound goes straight back to Little. Little outside to Jack. Jack will drive, puts on a move, spun around on Gibbs. The shot too strong off the window, and the rebound goes to Sire, now to Southern. So Mahpiya Luta a little bit cold like last time. Sire by himself underneath. He doesn't get the bucket, but he'll get the foul. Sire was almost surprised that Southern was able to find him underneath. Pass was a little bit at his feet, but again, that's just the ability of Mason Southern. He can fit that ball into tight spaces. That's why he leads all Class AA in assists. So here's Sire to shoot. He hits the first free throw, his first point. Again, scoring is completely unofficial. Trying my best to keep track of scoring and everything else. So if the scoring does not quite line up, that would be why. Sire goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. It's now a 10-point lead, just like that for Spearfish. And now Little will slow things down. Braylon Little in the middle of the lane, puts a move on Southern, and he will get the roll to go with the hook shot. Braylon Little, his first bucket of this quarter. Mahpiya Luta with only 4 points. Davis, cross court, Southern, corner, 3, good. Silencer from Mason Southern. He's having himself a good night in his own right. Believe he's up to 7 roughly. Carlo goes outside. Here's a corner 3 by Mahpiya Luta's no good. Ashar Hodges gets the rebound. So now Southern, the facilitator, crossing the timeline. Top, Corton. Wanted to go inside to Sire. Sire wasn't expecting it again. This time Jack with the ball. Over to Carlo. Corner 3 by himself. Rolls in and out, no good. He gets his own rebound though. Tries to make a move. Here's Monolo, 3-pointer from the elbow. Off rim, no good. Ashar Hodges battle for the rebound. That's what happened in quarter number 1 for Mahpiya Luta. They've had open shots, they just couldn't hit them until quarter number 2. As now Southern wanted to go inside, but Southern's no-look passes are so good that even his teammates aren't ready for him. Hodge was open underneath. Spearfish has found that sweet spot in the 2-3 defense, zone defense. We haven't seen the press yet from Mahpiya Luta. Brave lets the ball roll till half court, saving some time with 1:23 left to go in quarter 3. Gibbs will get ready to check back in. Ball being swung around the lane. A nice little layup that's not good. Athletic layup, but meanwhile, Hughes has it stolen away by Lunderman. Here's Brave, top key 3, no good, might have been touched, and now we have a foul on Monaloo. So Mahpiya Luta again with multiple opportunities to possibly get some points, just haven't been able to connect on very many of them this quarter. Also, we've had a few turnovers by the Spartans the last few possessions. That's why we keep it at an 11-point game. Here's Sire in the corner. Wants to go inside to Vavruska, who's back in the game, trying to find some space, but he has it stripped out of his hands by Monaloo. This was the lineup for Mahpiya Luta as well in the second quarter that sparked the offense. It started with Carlo and it went to Jack, and now inside to Vavruska, goes outside to Southern. Southern wants to make the move and will probably just reset things with Sire, and he will. Sire over to Hughes. Hughes. Cross court to Southern. Southern, elbow 3 this time, and he's a little long, but rebound though, battled for by Hughes. Hughes gets it, beats the shot clock. Great hustle by Thomas Hughes. He's just slowly improved as a ball player. He's got 3 on the game. Through the middle of the lane, Carlo put up a shot, won't get it to fall, but will get fouled. And that's going to be the 3rd on Vavruska. So, with 3 now on Cade Vavruska, something that might need to keep note of. First free throw is good by Jesse Carlo. His first bucket this second half. He's a 63% free throw shooter. Pulls the Crusaders now within 12. One more here will make it within 11. Rebounding has been controlled by Spearfish this quarter. Carlo does make the second. And the Crusaders backing up. Spearfish with 13 on the shot clock will pay for the for the final shot. Southern through the middle of the lane, outside Sire. Sire top the key, Corton. Corton, he'll just take it himself. Back rim, no good. Rebound to Southern. Southern gets it back, and he gets the putback. Last time I saw, Mahpiya Luta had the rebound by Jack, but it was stolen away by Southern, and he kisses it off the glass at the buzzer. What a play by Southern. He's got 5 this quarter, and Spearfish takes a 41-28 lead going into the final 8 minutes. We got a good one on KDSJ Sports. Don't go away. 4th quarter action coming up next on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook.
If it can be imagined, it can be created. Eaton Construction in Belle-Fourche specializes in site development for your next commercial project. Size is no issue. Earth moving for grading on any level. Utility installation for single projects or entire subdivisions. Whatever the project, Eaton Construction has it handled. Gravel hauling. Construction of roads from scratch and down to basements. You know who you need for the job. Eaton Construction. Call 605-210-2223 today. That's 605-210-2223.
Hillen Optical has been helping families see clearly for over 50 years. They're more than just an eye care center. They're part of your community, committed to keeping your family's vision healthy and strong. From kids' first eye exams to the perfect frames for every family member, they're here to make your experience easy. affordable, and comfortable. Come visit Pillin Optical, where your family's vision is their top priority, because seeing life's special moments starts with healthy eyes. Pillin Optical, caring for your family one pair of eyes at a time.
I hope you're ready for some high school basketball, because I sure am. It's 41-28, Spearfish with the lead, outscoring Mahpiya Luta in the third quarter. But the second quarter was when Mahpiya Luta made a comeback to tie things up at halftime. Can they make the same thing happen here? And an offensive foul called. Oh, they called it on Jack. Christian Jack with the screen is what they called the foul on. I thought they were going to call it on on Brave, but not quite. Sire through the lane, outside, Cam Davis, 3-ball off rim, no good, but Corton with the rebound, up to Hughes. He can't get the bucket to go, face some contact, and now up floor quickly. Baseline, hard shot rejected by Corton, but now we got a foul. Who do we have it on? Are they going to get Corton with that? They say it hit him in the head. It did not get hit in the head, but nonetheless, Corton caught him with the body. That's the second on Corton, and Brave missed a free throw. 58% free throw shooter is now Sire, and Hughes will take a seat on the bench. Here comes Mason Southern and Cade Vavruska. Vavruska with 3 fouls. One thing to keep in note, especially for how fast-paced this game has gone, 0 for 2 for Brave. And he will pick him up full court man. As now, here is the back to the 2-3. Up floor, here's Southern. Southern going baseline. Wants to dump it off top the key. Now Corton underneath of Vavruska. Vavruska into a bit of a double team. Southern, the pass down the baseline was a tad bit wide, and a turnover for the Spartans. They've been camping Cade, Ashar, and Carson Sire right underneath one of those 2 wings in this 2-3 zone defense. They even threw a lob to Cam Davis. That was cool. I wish they could do that again. Up floor, layup, strong layup by Mahpiya Luta. Push the lead now to 11, and that was Brewer. Breaks up scoring. Here is Southern, 3-pointers, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Southern had contact with that 3-point ball, but he's smiling. It was either act of trying to get something to fall, or he actually got hit. Either or, didn't count. Timeout on the floor by Coach Ben Schultz. We'll keep it right here, talk about what's coming up next on KDSJ Sports, as we will be in St. Thomas More in Rapid City next Tuesday for a Spearfish Spartan doubleheader with the Cavaliers of St. Thomas More. So both Lady Spartans and Spartans in the toughest part of their schedule, arguably, as they head to St. Thomas More in the Black Hills Conference. It very well could be decided the next few games, but again, a lot of basketball to be played. Of course, you have Lee Deadwood, who's been getting better and better throughout the years as well. Hill City is always a tough out, and you never know what will happen in the Black Hills Conference, but Spearfish, and of course you got Rapid City Christian in there as well, but we'll be in Rapid City next Tuesday for another Black Hills Conference interclass matchup between the Spearfish Spartans and St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Tip-off of the girls' game at 6, boys at 7:30. Our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off will also be at around 5:30 as well. As we return to live action, Jack through the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, no, it's actually controlled by Vavruska. Man, the rebounding has just been an absolute war on the inside. Southern swung over to Corton, top the key. This is the same thing that kind of happened last time. Both Spartans were just kind of doing it. Here's that lob again to Davis. I knew they were going to try to do it, but this time that lob was a little too far outside. And Corton's wheezing a bit, or like wincing a bit, not wheezing. I don't know what happened there, but again, now Corton will take a seat. But again, you just see those swing passes around the arc, like Spearfish really doesn't have a care in the world, and they're just playing hot potato around the arc, and before you know it, Davis is sky high above everyone else. This time the lob was a little bit too far outside. Lead is 11, 4:30 left to go, and Sire trying to contest the pass to Braylon Little and catches him with the body. So Sire picking up, I think that's his first or second. Second on Carson. Vavruska's got 3, he stays in the game. Short lob to a Spotted Eagle. And up top, Lunderman. Handoff to Brave. He took over in quarter 2. Will he take over again? Little does work on Sire, gets by Sire and gets the roll and the bucket. Braylon Little has done that quite a few times here tonight. This time he's able to get around the defense. Extended 2-3 now for the Crusaders. Spearfish now rotating through in the middle. Davis didn't have a shot. Top key 3. Vavruska, bingo! First made 3 by Cade Vavruska tonight. Spearfish pushes the lead back out to 12. So how do the Crusaders respond? Getting close to halfway. Done with this fourth quarter. Little doing work on Sire again. Goes to Spotted Eagle, who lost his foot, and he throws it. Tried getting it to a teammate. Now Southern. Now here come the Spartans with the run. Southern layup coast to coast. Got it to go. And now quickly up floor. Brewer, three-pointer, needed it. Couldn't quite have it. The long rebound, though, goes to the Crusaders. Three-pointer, got it, Brave. Much needed three-pointer by Brave. Riley Brave, he's got 15 on the night. And a timeout by Mahpiya Luta. We will take one with them. Photo finish coming up next, folks, as Spearfish leads by 11. You're watching high school basketball live from the Seder Dome in Pine Ridge. Ending of the fourth quarter coming up next.
Todd Poling and the A&W team are excited to be bringing the classic A&W brand back to Spearfish in the Northern Black Hills. And they're even more excited to be cheering on the Spearfish Spartans. Stop in for delicious burgers, chicken tenders, cheese curds, and of course their world-famous root beer made fresh in-house every day. Scan the QR code on your screen or mention the code Spartans25 for 10% off orders all day, every day. A&W and Spearfish inside Walmart on First Avenue. Let's go Spartans!
Fourth quarter action with Spearfish leading Mahpiya Luta 46-35. Again, coming up next, we'll have our Stadium Sports Grill postgame show where we will recap the scoring, what scoring I kind of have. It's very scrambled. I don't quite, it's going to be hard to try to get. Either way, full court man now for the Crusaders. They need to get some stops and to stop this Spearfish offense. And it will not happen that possession as we have a layup by Mason Southern. So Southern, 2 more points to his name now. He's got 3 this quarter. Step back, 3 off rim, no good. Rebound though, stolen away by Carlo as he steals it from Gibbs. Into the corner now. Back to Carlo. Can he get by Davis? Carlo outside Brewer. Brewer puts on the moves outside Brave. Brave crossover. Does he got it? No, not quite, but what a move he put on Southern. Now Corton quickly up floor to Southern. Spearfish has numbers. They'll just like to slow things down and use that clock as they got a 13-point lead. Both teams undefeated in their respective classes. That's why there's 2 number 4 ranks on our scorebug for those wondering and just joining. Mahpiya Luta in Class A, Spearfish Class AA. Step back, jumper no good from the free throw line by Southern. Rebound, Monaloo up floor, Brave. Brave going by Southern, and he gets by Southern with the layup. Folks, look out for this freshman. And now a steal by Carlo. Up floor, layup, and that's good. Again, the full court pressure starting to make a difference. And a timeout by Coach Ben Schultz. So I can try to get caught up on stats, what little stats I can try to catch up on. Riley Brave, though, has just been nothing short of outstanding. 17 points. He averages 13 a game. And he currently is leading all scorers and keeping Mahpiya Luta within distance. They now trail by 9. Oh, what the heck. Let's take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more high school basketball live from the Seder Dome on KDSJ-TV.
In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
Coach Ben Schultz taking another timeout as his Spartans lead by 9, 48-39. Mahpiya Luta again averaging 77 points a contest. Spearfish averaging 64, but they only allow 38. Mahpiya Luta allows 53. Both teams getting close to that. Mahpiya Luta needing to find some points and some stops. Spearfish going to use as much of the shot clock as possible. Only one team foul for Mahpiya Luta this quarter, so they got some fouls to burn. Corton through the lane, and he's going to be fouled. Clean block up top by Jack, but he got him with the body. So that's the third on Jack. That will send Corton to the free throw line. Corton on the season, getting 9.8 points a game. This will get him close to that mark. He misses the first. And here comes Carson Sire for Cooper Gibbs. I got Corton for 6. I don't know what I even have anymore, stat-wise. Corton, second shot, off rim, no good. Sire with the rebound, back to Corton. Up top, Davis. Davis by himself through the middle of the lane, over to Sire. Sire floaters off, no good, and rebound by Monalou. Monalou, that is. Up floor, Little. He's been electric with a few opportunities, puts on a few steps, and he threw it straight to Southern. He didn't have anyone open. Here's Corton, and he ran the floor and cherry-picked the Mahpiya Luta defense. Carlo the other way, trying to find something open on Davis. Three ball is no good. Rebound to Carson Sire. And now Corton and Southern will take their sweet time. Back to the 2-3 zone for Mahpiya Luta. Ball swung around through the corner. Southern puts on a move on Jack, and Euro steps his way to 2 more. Give Southern 5 as the 3 ball does not work. And Cade Vavruska, unfortunately, was in the wrong spot at the wrong time as Brave found the knee of Cade as Vavruska tried jumping out of the way, so the possession will stay with Mahpiya Luta. Got to find points, though, if you're a Crusaders fan. Throw into Spotted Eagle, top the key, over to Brave. Has the matchup on Corton. Corton, floaters, no good. Rebound by Vavruska, losing it. Now Corton's able to find it to Southern, going to the ground. No call as far as going out of bounds, and Spearfish with another stop. And now we have a foul as we now hit 1:03 left to go in the game. So foul's the burn for the Crusaders, and that's just the third. First on Riley Brave. Southern attracts 2 guards. The 2-3 splits through the double team. Inside, Vavruska, reverse layup, good off the glass. Kane up to 5 this quarter. Through the lane is Lunderman and lost his balance trying to go with the spin move, and unfortunately will commit the travel. And now 45 seconds left to go. Spearfish about ready to knock Mahpiya Luta from the ranks of unbeaten, barring a major comeback, as aside from the second quarter, unfortunately, the Crusaders not able to find any buckets. They had multiple opportunities and good shots at it, just could not find it. Southern through the middle of the lane, can't get the layup to go, and Sire going to the bench, couldn't quite save it in time. 30 seconds left to go. As now Mahpiya Luta throws it in. Little through the middle of the lane, Euro step, floater short, no good. Rebound to Sire. Shot clock turned off, Southern with the ball, and that might do it. Southern splits through the double team, splits through another double team, and that will do it. Spearfish in a battle of unbeatens will go on the road and knock off the undefeated Mahpiya Luta Crusaders. Final score 54-39. That was fun, folks. That was a lot of fun. Anyways, we got a post-game show to do. Coming up next, it's our Stadium Sports Grill post-game show. We'll recap what happened. I'll try to do math. We'll look at our scoreboard, name a superior performer, and talk about what's coming up next here on KDSJ-TV.
Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base sports nutrition program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Your vehicle is more than just a ride. It's a part of your life. And Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram will get you road ready. From a multi-point inspection, brakes, batteries, and tires, the certified technicians in Junix Service Department will keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on West Jackson in Spearfish. Make eating better. Easy with Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made to order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood. All with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90, exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
And welcome back to the Seder Dome on the campus of Mahpiya Luta High School in Pine Ridge, South Dakota, as the Spearfish Spartan boys team wins the Battle of Unbeaten's final score of 54-39 tonight in a rocking crowd here in Pine Ridge. It was a bunch of fun to watch overall, and both teams had their chance. Mahpiya Luta had their chances after an explosive second quarter. They eventually couldn't find the shots they needed when they needed it most, and Spearfish able to get enough stops. Rebounding probably was the big swing of the game, as the team who controlled the boards was pretty much the team that won the game, and Spearfish controlled the boards pretty much from halftime on. Welcome into our post-game show, and it is brought to you by the great folks at the Stadium Sports Grill in Spearfish, 744 Main Street, where sports fans meet. Thanks for the Stadium for bringing us our post-game show tonight. A great place to eat after the game in Spearfish, and again, great sponsor of KDSJ Sports. Well, we got 24 replays to go through on KDSJ, brought to you by the Tropical Smooth Cafe Replay. We're going to play all of them. Well, I go through scoring. Start off with Mahpiya Luta. They're led by Riley Brave, who led all scorers with 17. The 6-foot freshman guard will be a lot of fun to watch here in the next few years as he develops and goes through this program. 17 points for Brave, averaging 13 a game. But, again, about as quick as all get out. Mason Southern had his hands full dealing with him the entire day. And in that second quarter, it was Brave, Carlo, and also Christian Jack that kind of got the scoring started for the second quarter and allowed Mahpiya Luta to come back in this game. But Little with 17. We had 7 points from Braylon Little, 6 points from Jesse Carlo, 2 points from Christian Jack, 2 points from Tokia Big Crow, 3 points from Memphis Brewer. For scoring, 7 Crusaders scoring baskets tonight for Coach Christian McGee. Meanwhile, scoring for Spearfish, they were led by, guess who? Cade Vavruska, 13 points, but not too far behind. Unofficially, 12 points from Mason Southern. Again, all of this scoring is completely unofficial. But Southern with 12 points, 10 from Bennett Corton, 9 from Cameron Davis. That dunk should count for at least 2 more because that was freaking cool. If you saw that on the Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. I believe it's also posted on our Facebook page. So go to Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ Facebook to rewatch that clip because, yeah, that was cool. The lob right behind Cam Davis. Just go check it out. It's worth your time. Cam had 9. We had 4 points from Thomas Hughes and Cooper Gibbs, 2 points from Ashar Hodges. So just like that, Spearfish also with 7 athletes scoring for the Spartans as well. As, again, it was 12-5 at the end of the first quarter. And then 10 points by Spearfish in the second, 17 by the Crusaders to make it tied at 22 apiece going into the halftime break. Spearfish came out with 19 points themselves, and the Crusaders were held to just 6. And that's what made it 41-28. Spearfish added another 13 in the fourth quarter. The Crusaders added 11. So Spearfish outscoring Mahpiya Luta 3 quarters out of 4 in the game. So that is a look at scoring. We'll name a superior performer, being brought to you by the folks at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. You can give them a call at 605-642-9111 or see their inventory online at superioroutosd.com. We could have gave it to a lot of Spearfish Spartans, but the one that kind of facilitated the entire offensive attack and also had his hands full defensively, able to get timely steals and rebounds when it mattered. That's Mason Southern, who has really just came onto the scene, and not just for Spearfish, but really across the entire state of South Dakota, and has put on a show. Leads the entire class at AA in assists per game with 6. I'm pretty sure he had that and then some tonight, as Mason Southern is your superior performer of the game, being brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. He also threw the lob to Cam Davis. He got brownie points with me. Yes, he missed on the second one, but we don't talk about that. As unofficially, Southern with 12 points, multitude of rebounds, assists, steals, and again, in a game where Spearfish facing their first opponent with a winning record and the most high-powered offense that they've seen this season in any class, the Spartan defense hold them well underneath their point total to just 39 points. Spearfish able to get 54 themselves against a good defense from Mahpiya Luta. Actually, it's about the average of what the Crusaders gives up a game, 53.9 points, and the Spartans just a tenth of a point better than the average. But again, Mason Southern, tonight's superior performer, being brought to you by the folks at Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Of course, this KDSJ Sports broadcast would not be possible without our sponsors, including Pillin Optical in Rapid City, Superior Auto. Also want to thank Tropical Smoothie Cafe for those replays that we had. Our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show, tonight's officials. Thank you to them as well for being able to allow us to play the sport that we all love to enjoy. Those are being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. A&W Root Beer in Walmart and Spearfish. Thank you to those guys as well. Also want to thank the folks at Auto Doctor for fixing up vehicles and sponsoring KDSJ Sports. South Dakota Beef Logic with our matchup menu. Dana Dental Arts with tonight's starting lineups. Heiserland Concrete as they laid the foundation to this matchup. Also want to thank the folks at Jake's Collision Repair for the pregame show, and being here tonight, Monument Health and Orthopedic and Sports Medicine for the broadcast booth. We'll keep it right here and go to our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, brought to you by the folks at Junix at 644 West Jackson and Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-644-7773 or see them at junix.com. Let's see what on earth happened around the state. And I'm assuming there was a lot. I want to be biased and say not as cool as this game, but again, I watched this game live. People watched others on stream, which thank you for joining us on KDSJ-TV on stream. Remember to like the stream and subscribe so you don't miss another live sports broadcast right here on KDSJ-TV. We'd love to have you along, and every like and subscription goes a long way. Anyway, scoreboard. Tonight in the boys Class AA, it was Spearfish beating Mahpiya Luta 54-39 right here on KDSJ Sports. Sturgis over Custer 54-29. Brandon Valley over Pierre 56-38. It was T area winning over Mitchell 57-48 in overtime at the Mitchell High School gym. Brand new Mitchell High School gym. If you haven't ever checked that out yet, it's quite a place. In Class A, Rapid City Christian with a 20-point lead over Lead Deadwood at the halfway point in the fourth quarter, 61-41. Del Rapids with the win over Madison, 77-57. West Central with a win over Lennox, 45-33. Aberdeen Central over no score update versus Aberdeen Christian, that is. No score update versus Mobridge Pollock. Same thing, no score update for St. Francis and Crazy Horse in boys basketball. Class B, Lineman beats Burke 74-33. I believe that's it for boys basketball. It is. Of course, Black Hill State University basketball playing tonight versus Colorado Mesa. And let's see what the score of that game was. Black Hill State University women's basketball. No score update that I've seen. For those watching, leave a comment on KDSJ Sports to see what the score of the Black Hill State University basketball game is. Could be a chance that the men's game might be over with as well. Again, the Yellow Jackets at Colorado Mesa. They will be on the road Saturday on KDSJ Radio only, taking on Western Colorado on 980 AM, 103.5 FM. Anyway, back to our scoreboard, and Girls AA, Mahpiya Luta beating Spearfish 43-18 tonight. Sturgis over Custer 49-31. It was Mitchell over T Area 59-50. Number 1 Brandon Valley with a dominant win over the Lady Govs of Pierre 84-33. Sioux Falls Jefferson over Harrisburg 46-30. No score update from Douglas and Hot Springs. Class A basketball winner over Belle-Fourche tonight, 44-39. It was Custer losing to Sturgis. We said that one earlier, 49-31. Rapid City Christian, dominant win over lead Deadwood, 87-26. Bennett County over Todd County, 68-31. Lennox over West Central, 55-28. Clark Willow Lake win over Aberdeen Roncalli, 50-38. Some top 10 teams battling there. No score update from Sioux Falls, St. Francis, and Crazy Horse. Class B, Edgemont with a win in overtime over Hemingford, Nebraska, 56-52. We will be live next in Rapid City as the Spartans tonight will get home to Spearfish, have a few days to rest and recover, and then go down I-90 East to the best of the Black Hills Conference in St. Thomas More with a doubleheader on KDSJ Sports on radio and on TV. Girls tip-off at 6 o'clock, 7:30. Boys tip-off. All the action right here on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook with our pregame show brought to you by Jake's Collision Repair starting at around 5:30. That's the Spartans' next broadcast. Meanwhile, Mahpiya Luta will be at Belle-Fourche on the 24th to take on the Bronx in a doubleheader before they host Pine Ridge in a rivalry game on the 27th. So that's what's coming up next for these teams. Again, good luck to Mahpiya Luta the rest of the season. It was fun being here in a rocking, very warm, but rocking Seder Dome tonight in Pine Ridge. And again, fun basketball to watch here. If you're in the area and ever want to go watch a high energy, a high school basketball contest, there's very few places in the gym that match in the state that matches the energy that the folks here at Pine Ridge bring to the Crusaders Seder Dome. That will do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, remember to subscribe to KDSJ-TV so you never miss another live sports broadcast. I'm Clayson Davis signing off from the Seder Dome in Pine Ridge. We will see you guys Tuesday for Spearfish versus St. Thomas More.